Welcome to my channel. This is Dawn with Pink Chair Gaming, and this is the island of Sapphire, hard mode. In my last video, I went through my first full day to get a feel for what the hard rules are and how to navigate them. I promise I'm not going to do that again today. I think trying to show every little thing would definitely get boring after a while. So what I think I'm going to do is try and just show the really important stuff. Like I want to make sure you can see like who my new villagers are and stuff like that. If I happen to go visit a flea market, I'll try to document that also. Feel free to comment below. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on the best format of doing this, because I don't want you to get bored. Let's be honest, I want you to keep coming back and I want you to enjoy the content. So without further ado, let me kind of get started for today. The first thing I want to do is give a quick update on my horrible design skills. So I've been playing around with some custom pathing stuff, and this is kind of what I've come up with. I'll see if I can zoom in here without completely killing it. So this is what I've come up with on the left for the centerpiece for the path. And then on the right was my attempt at some flowers. And I'm not completely upset with how the path turned out. It probably took me an hour to get to this point, but I think I'm happy with it. I think it's going to work out okay. So now I just have to work on the outer edges, and then we'll have a good start to it. So yeah, we're definitely getting started with my custom paths, because I have definitely never done that before. As you can see, I have also unlocked Pro Designer mode, so I was finally able to create a dress. My blues don't exactly match my shoes, but that's okay. At least I'm not wearing the weird little tank top looking thing. So, okay, without further ado, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to start just grinding out my daily stuff. I'm not going to bore you with it, but as I come across the really important stuff that I think you'll find interesting, I'll record that, and we'll just see what kind of video we end up with. As I said, please be sure to comment. Let me know what parts of the videos you like, what parts you think I could leave out, because I definitely want this to be an enjoyable experience for everyone. So, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing that was on my agenda was to gather the rest of the iron nuggets that I needed to set up shop. So I now have the shop set up for Timmy and Tommy, and it should be set up the next day. Next, for your amusement, is to watch me attempt to do the stretching exercises. I am terrible at this, which is surprising because I'm a musician, but I cannot keep in time with this stuff. Alright, we are jumping to the next day where the museum is officially open, so I can start donating more stuff to Blathers. And also, Timmy and Tommy's shop is open. Towards the end of the broadcast, he got his phone call with people inquiring about more plots, so it looks like I'll be able to set up the 3 plots today. Since the shop is open, I made sure to stop by, purchase my item, and Mabel was there, so we'll be able to get Able Sisters opened up soon also. Alright, so next on my agenda was to build the bridge and set the 3 plots, and I ended up putting them over to the far left of the island. So now it's time to start making all of the furniture. While I was working on the furniture for the 3 plots, I noticed a sold sign on the first one. So I went and looked, and it's for Bob. So I guess because I let that one villager go when I did the Nook Miles ticket, that this one auto-filled, so we're going to welcome him to the island. had enough Nook miles to get 2 tickets, so I decided to go villager hunting. And this was the first one that I got, and it is the Cutie Pie Ellie. And I did invite her to come live at my island. My second ticket landed me on a really cool bamboo island with a horse. And I'm just not a horse person, so I did not invite her to my island. I decided to tempt fate and see who it would autofill with. Alright, fast forward to the next day, and I wanted to go welcome Bob to the island, and I see Red in the background, so I'll have to deal with him today. And I wanted to take a look and see who ended up in my plots. So the first one has Ellie. She's the one that we got from my Nook Miles ticket. And the other one is Winnie. So karma came back to bite me and gave me a horse anyway. One of the things I always like to do is make sure to welcome all of my new villagers to the island. Here is a glimpse at what my little 2x miles were for the day that I had to accomplish. And now it's time for me to go hunt down Red and deal with him. Okay, yeah, I know you work in sales. You're kind of a shady salesman, but yeah, okay, let me see what you've got. Okay, so I made it over to Red's boat, and I have to go through his little spiel to let me know what he's doing, and I can only buy 1 piece of art per day and all that good stuff. So here's the pieces that he showed me for today. The first is the wistful painting, and it is actually real. I have definitely seen fake paintings on my first visit before. The second one is the academic painting. It was also real. The third one is the serene painting. And the last one is the moving painting, which I did end up purchasing. Alright, the next thing on my agenda is to introduce myself to Harvey and go visit Harv's Island and get that started, because he is an NPC and I do have to do that. So I made it to Harv's Island and went through his little tutorial, and here's the picture I made of myself to remember it. Alright, we are officially on the next day, and I changed the color of my dress to match my other pair of shoes, and I think this looks a little bit better. One of the things I'm really proud of is I have my first blue flower. Because my island is called Sapphire, I want to try and get as many blue flowers as I can for the island. The next thing I wanted to do is make sure I welcomed Ellie to the island. Alright, because I've been trying to just kind of get progressed through the game, I don't feel like I've shown as much of the hard mode stuff. And so here's some of my little 2x items that I'm having to do right now, and I feel like these are going to get harder as I progress further in the game. And as I was walking around the island, I found Gulliver. I cannot believe I have to do this yet once again this soon. I will not bore you with the details, but I promise I do take care of him. So one of the things about hard mode is when you have shells and stuff like that that you pick up from the island, you cannot sell them inside. You have to put them in the drop box, which 1, gives you a little bit less money, and 2, you have to wait until the next day to get your money. And even though this is one of my 2x goals, because I have the box outside, I have to do it this way. Alright, one of the cool things about hard mode is on Sundays, everybody can set up a market and sell stuff. So this is one way to get rid of some of the items you have that you might not necessarily want that other people do want. And the cool thing is, because you have it cataloged, you can sell it and still order it from Nooks, so you're not really losing anything by selling your stuff. It's a good way to make money. So here's a quick clip of the first couple people that came and purchased from my island. So the rules for the market are, anytime you go to someone else's island, you have to give them 2,000 bells just to shop on the island, whether they purchase anything or not. Eventually, I will have a donation box at the front that they can put it in, but because I don't have that unlocked yet, they just kind of drop them off and I'll go pick them up. Now, there is a Discord server with a page for these marketplaces that you can list all the items you've got, so people usually have an idea of what you're going to be selling. Now, some people have their islands where they have mystery bags and you just pay a flat amount and you get a mystery bag, but I set mine up with actual items. And I tried to put the prices on the ground just so it's easier for people to come shopping on my island. And I'm real happy with how it turned out. And I think everybody else was pleased with the items that they got. One of the shoppers on my island asked if he could write on the board, and I went to see what it was, and he was from Australia. So I just thought that was really cool that we've got people from all over the world participating in this. And it's a really neat way to meet other gamers. Alright, one of the other neat things about the market is you can replace items when stuff gets sold. So it allows you to be able to sell even more stuff than I thought I was going to be able to. Alright, I got enough money from my marketplace sales that I'm going to go ahead and pay off my house. Loan payment from pockets. Full amount. It only leaves me with $10,000, but that's okay. I can't think of anything that I really need right now, and this will allow me to upgrade my house and get more storage space. Yes, I'm definitely interested. Oh, cool. We have Mabel today. Alright, so we got Winnie. And I think we're going to upgrade to, yep, Resident Services is going to upgrade to the bigger building. So we are definitely making some progress on the island. Okay, something I wanted to give a quick update on that I've been doing off stream is working on my path. I think I've about got it the way I want. I found a really good article on Pinterest, and I'll put a screenshot of it up here, and I'll also include a link in the description for the Pinterest page that helps you design the outer edges of the path. So once I got the middle done and got it the way I wanted, I was able to use that cheat sheet, so to speak, to design my path. And I think I'm really happy with how it turned out. I may tweak it a little bit, but this is definitely a step in the right direction for it. And I don't know that you can see this real well because it's on white. I'll see if I can zoom in. But I also created some tassels that I can use with my blankets. So that's kind of what I've been doing with my design stuff. So now let's just get on to daily life. Alright, so one of the first things I wanted to make sure I did was introduce myself to Mabel so I could go ahead and get the process started of getting the shop opened. The next thing I wanted to do was make sure that I welcomed Winnie to the island. And I know she's a horse, but I don't think she's going to be too bad after all. Alright, so it looks like we are finally getting Resident Services updated. So it'll be closed today, which means I won't have access to the ABD to get my money, but that's okay. Yesterday, I made sure to take all of my money out of the ABD that I had in there, so I would make sure I had money today to spend. Okay, first of all, I do apologize that it's late at night. I forgot to change the time on my switch to earlier, so this one will just be a little bit of a darker episode. The first thing I wanted to show is my little outfit that I made. I used a YouTube video to kind of help me figure out how to do it, and I thought it turned out really cute. So that's my outfit for the week, because part of the challenge is to change your outfit every week. So there it is for this week. Yay! We have, oh, and I have Leaf. I have not gotten Leaf yet. Time for the big announcement. Yay! This is going to open up so much more stuff on the island. Yay! Welcome, Isabel. Okay, I think that's going to be it for this video now that we've got resident services updated. This is definitely a long process from what I'm used to doing. In real time, this has taken me almost a week to get from my first full day up to this point. And I've tried to just show the highlights. I did not want this video to be extremely long. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Please be sure to comment. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like about it. I want to make sure that these are fun and entertaining and not just the same old stuff over and over again. So until next time, please like and subscribe, and I hope you'll come back and watch future content. Have a good day. Bye-bye.